Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Enjoy. Until I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
Larry said he changed the date more than 3 times that Mohbad did not come. So at the end of the day, who paid the money?
So how can we hold on? So how can we prove that? So first of all, how do we prove that this was not written after Mohbad's date? So if you're saying that after Mohbad died, before Mohbad died, there was a counter petition, how can we prove that was a fact? So we cannot prove that. We can't prove that. And if they're going to prove that, then that means that letter has to go to, forensic. They have to check. Hold on. If that is the truth, what they need to do, they need to check the date of the ink. And that can be forensic. They need to check the date of the ink. The date that petition was submitted, not by what the police said, not by what he wrote. They need to take that letter and put it into the scanning to check it. If that was, if that letter was not written after Mohbad's death, if the
sister, who's going to do this?
Hold on, please.
Police.
Give me a second, please. If that counter petition was not written after Mohbad had died, so now. I was speaking to somebody today because I was so busy. So now I have the time, and I did ask that Mr. Lebushi or Lebushi should please facilitate Mohbad's justice. Okay, and she said that now I want to tell you, Fashola appointed. I think it was Fashola. I'm not sure. Elegushi, Mr. Elegushi or Elegushi was elected, right, as the senior assistant for special program duties. Do you understand that? Okay? It's part of the government. Okay? The king is part of the government. All right? He can facilitate this using his power. Okay? He can help solve this case. He can help quiet all this. All right? This can be solved. He can use his power. He can use his authority. So maybe you don't know who the king is. He has other duties in the he has other duties in the government apart from him being an Oba. Please, I want you to go and do your research about him. It's not just an Oba.
That means you want him to intervene in this justice system.
What I'm saying is that
it's the same thing you're saying. You want him to intervene.
Yes, hold on. Yes, I want him to intervene.
Why not let the justice take its course?
No.
If he believes
No. Please, sir. Allow me to speak if you don't mind. Please, allow me to speak. Thank you. I'm not saying that he should maybe interfere. There's a difference between interfering and trying to tell the police to please don't hide evidence that might help the case. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like now, for example, let me give you an example. When Mohbad died, his house was not sealed, put under investigation in order to get the right evidence to help Mohbad's case. The Oba could have, summoned the police and said, you know what? Go back to Mohbad's house. Make sure you do the right thing. I think that's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying he should interfere. The Oba cannot interfere into a murder case. He can't do that. He just cannot do that. But what he can do, hold on, please, give me a second. What he can do, he can at least, where there are lapses, especially if the police don't want to do the right thing, he can tell them, please, make sure you do the right thing, and I want this boy to get justice.
That's interference.
No, that's
not interference.
No. Excuse me, sir. That's not interference. I can call the police and say, listen, I want you to do your due diligence. I want you to investigate this case. Do not hide any evidence that will help solve this murder. Are you interfering? No, you're not. Okay? No. Listen, interfering, when you interfere negatively in a murder case, is trying to hide evidence. Is to pick up your phone. Hold on, sir. Give me a second. Is to pick up your phone and call the police and tell them, listen, any evidence that will help the Mohbad's case, make sure you don't bring it out there. And silence anyone, hold on, and silence anyone who is out there to bring out the truth. That is interfering negatively. You can interfere positively as an Oba by saying, okay, police, I don't know what you're doing. You need to do the right thing. Make sure this boy gets justice because he died in Lagos and his death is suspicious and we want to know what killed him. Do you understand that? Okay?
Okay, have you finished?
So Sanwo-Olu, listen, Sanwo-Olu also said that in a meeting. Okay? Thank you so much.
Have you finished?
I think I'm not saying, and I'm going to recap what I said again. The Oba cannot be accused of killing Mohbad. I think we should please be cautious of that. Because you don't have evidence that the Oba actually tell people to kill Mohbad or he killed Mohbad. And you don't have evidence that the child belongs to him. But I think in a good way, the Oba can please help the police solve this case by telling the police not to hide any evidence that might help solve the Mohbad's case. Do you understand that? Because he can do that. He has the power to do that. All right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I come in now?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Do you know that the Oba, they draw the Oba, they've drawn the Oba into this case. So he has no mouth. He has nothing to say. Even shipping anything is like my sister.
The Oba was, listen, sir, because I know about this case.
No,
the Oba was brought into the case. Give me a second.
You've been
Because
talking since.
Because you're not saying the right thing. The Oba was brought into the case. Hold on, sir. The Oba was brought into the case because his name was mentioned.
That's it.
And
That's
to
it.
clarify. Hold on, sir. Please.
Anything he says to the police is like what he wants
listen, sir. And he came to clarify his name, which is wonderful. And I love that. Okay? But what I'm saying here is that if the police are not doing the right thing, like now, where are the evidence? Mohbad was killed. His house was not sealed. That is against the law. You can't do that in a murder case. Mohbad was killed inside his house. Did the police go over there? You know, did they check? Did they take blood samples? Did they do fingerprinting? Excuse me. That is botching a case. And that's not okay. Please let us say the truth here. And I do understand you know what is going on. But as a Oba, he has the right to tell them, listen, do the right thing, don't do the wrong thing. Because if Mohbad gets justice today, that is going to, a feather is going to be harder to escape. And also to the Lagos government too. They have been on this for the past 3 years. So now back to releasing Sam Larry and others. They shouldn't have been released until the coroner is over. And even until they go to court, until they go to the high court and they are acquitted. Why was Mohbad beaten? Why did they have to beat him? I saw a picture recently of Mohbad's lips posted. Who did that to him? And you think it's okay for somebody to die and they are trying to hide evidence that might solve his case?
Thank you, Ma. That's exactly what I'm trying to ask Big Fish. And I ask you a question. If Lagos State take charge of this case, resuming the corpse and open a coroner inquest for this case, and up till now they were not able to unravel the coroner inquest. I'm asking Big Fish, who is that person? Who is that person that is bigger than the Lagos State for handling a case that was charged from Attorney General of the state, signed and taken to the DPP and charged to court, coroner inquest, and up till now, they have not unraveled the case.
First of all, the coroner does not, listen, the coroner is a fact-finding court.
Yes.
And hold on, I want you to understand that. Listen, I think, listen, the coroner, what they do is to find facts. And what they do, after finding the fact, they might decide, okay, well, do we see any shady thing here? Yeah, no. Okay. Can we send this, to the next stage? Yes. That is what the coroner is for. Coroner, they don't find somebody guilty or not guilty. That is not what they do. They find facts, especially if a case is suspicious. A murder case is suspicious in the case of Mohbad. But what I'm saying here is that when Mohbad died initially and the police went there, right? And they collected evidences were collected, right? Instruments. I'm talking about injections, according to them. I'm talking about syringe. Did they in any way test? And look, I mean, please, I don't want to say anything because, I don't want to hurt myself. I've been out of this for a while and it's getting, and I just pray that they do the right thing because the world is watching and I pray that they actually investigate this case. And when I mean investigate it, they investigate it thoroughly because if they don't, it's going to be on the Lagos state government and it's going to look bad on them. Okay? And this should not be done because of a political, ambition of anyone. It should be done because they want to know what actually killed Mohbad. This boy, this son, this indigenous son is still laying in the mud, in the cold. Come on. And they need to explain why these guys were released. And they need to ask, why was Mohbad beaten? Why did you take axe, cutlass to where he was singing? And you wanted to kill him there. Why? And you're telling me that they should have been released? Sir, I'm asking you a question. Did you tell me they should have been released? When you take axe and cutlasses and there's a petition hanging on your neck that was never solved, you think they should be released, right?
And I do just try to calm down. Big Fish have just left, and from what Big Fish have been saying, like said, he knows Mohbad, he knows Sam Larry, he knows Rumi, he mentioned all of them that he knows them. And I was trying to tell Big Fish that, okay, if you know all of them, are they bigger than the Lagos state? Because I'm saying it and I'll continue saying it, this case is being handled by the state government. It's being handled by a state called Lagos State. So who is that person that's bigger than the state, that the Lagos State, that doesn't allow them to do their findings very well? Now the lawyer now charged them to court. He want police to come and explain where they get their fight, the statement that Mohbad bleed profusely. When the nurse and the doctors have already explained that it's not the bleeding that leads to the Mohbad death. So where did they get their own findings from? Down they are now saying, let's see, like what you said, the whole world is listening to us. And the whole world want to know what killed Mohbad. So it's not, Lagos State will later do the needful. The people inside the house, they are now jackpot, they are now moving out of the country. So is that what Lagos State wanted to do in this case?
So now, let me come back to that jackpot that you just used. No matter where they jackpot to, they will jackpot back. Okay? They can jackpot to China, they can jackpot to England, they can jackpot to the US, jackpot anywhere. They will jackpot back. Right? They will jackpot back. If their hands are not clean, they will jackpot back. And I know, and I am using this platform to beg Governor Sanwo-Olu to please, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, please, sir, do the right thing. Not for political reasons. Please do the right thing. If the right thing is not done, let me tell you something. Mohbad's blood is going to be on Lagos State. And I tell you the truth right now. If the right thing is not done, the right thing when it comes to this case, I want you to use your office. I want you to use your conscience. I want you to use the fact that you are a good Christian to please put all political reasons, ambitions aside and do the right thing. because you have children. And I'm begging you to please, whoever is found guilty, do not spare. Thank you.
All I have to say about is just that me, I know vividly, and I pray up to God that Mohbad will get justice. It is sacrosanct, and to me, it's going to happen one day. It may be lengthy, it may take a time, but I know one day Lagos State will do the needful. I know very, very sure, because the whole world is looking at Lagos State right now. The whole world is looking at Lagos State on this just for Mohbad, because in as much they are trying to cover some people, and we the public, we are still trying to find out what is really happening. It's not our job to know what really happened, but we have helped Lagos State to a certain extent. The public have helped Lagos State to a certain extent, and I think Lagos State should take over and do the needful. With all what everybody have done, our sleepless night, coming on TikTok, we have saw this, we have seen this, we have seen that one, and they should come out together and just make it make sense to every one of us to know what really happened. I was telling you, how can Lagos State take a case that's in an inquest to another court?
I know, it doesn't make sense. So now, you see, it doesn't make sense. So another thing I want to tell you is that, Baba Jide Sanwo-Olu is a sharpshooter, okay? And he's a very intelligent man. And I know that he knows what he's doing, because it's what I know. When you least expect, that's when it strikes. And I'm saying it right now publicly, okay? And I know he will not allow this case to go. It is what I know. I know. It might not look as if Mohbad is going to get justice, but I'm telling you, justice will come for Mohbad. He says, I know that for sure. I know that Mohbad, Ileri Oluwa, will get justice. He will. The right thing will be done. The right thing will be done. It might not look so. It might look shady. It might look as if they are covering stuff. But I know that the right thing will be done. Okay? Definitely. Then another thing I want to quickly talk about before I actually step down. And I want to use this platform to beg everyone to please stop attacking the father of Mohbad. I'm really, really begging. Please stop attacking this man. Please stop attacking this man. It doesn't really make sense. Baba Mohbad is not the government. Baba Mohbad is trying his best to make sure his son gets justice. Attacking him, calling him all kind of names, calling him thieves, calling him up, it does not make sense. And I think what the community needs to do is to join him in finding justice for his son, not criticizing him, not calling him a thief, all kind of bogus names. I don't think that is okay. Listen, it might be Mr. Loba today. You don't know who is going to be tomorrow, right? Call him all kind of names, and God forbid if it happens to anyone, you will remember that when it happened to Mr. Loba, you cursed him out bitterly. It's not going to be 100% right, but join him. Use your platforms. Use your platform to help find justice for Mohbad. Not criticizing his father, not cursing his father, not calling him a thief. He has expressed himself. He said the only way that gives him comfort is to sing about this. And that's the only way.
God bless you, man.
Calling him all kind of names, sometimes it breaks my heart.
It breaks my heart.
A man lost his breadwinner, his only son. And all people could do is to sit down, use their platform, and curse him out, criticize him. I don't think that is okay. Please, everyone should please desist from that. Thank you. Imole, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
God bless you, ma.
they feel say maybe they no go reap what they are sowing in the life of that man.
Thank you, ma'am.
If the man get her for
Thank
waiting
you.
by pikin, you feel bully am,
Daddy,
no
thank you
problem.
very much.
But he
Mama,
was not
thank
at
you.
home.
But one thing, you know why I call it Baba. Me personally, I will speak for myself.
You
Because
shut up,
Baba
oh.
know
I
the
don't sleep,
result of
yeah, boy.
Mohbad for the past 6 months. Baba
You be
keep
my
Baba
brother, but you
Mohbad
be
for
yeah, boy.
Baba Mohbad is everything about the result. Baba Mohbad don't say nothing inside this result. This one I wait to get piss me off for you, matter. Baba Mohbad just let go. Baba Mohbad supposed to speak out at the beginning. Say,
I go tell no what you inside result. Papa don't know you tell una something. I just the carry and the waka they go.
the money did one, and public donates the money giver. Now public
How
because
much
the
you
public
donate for
want
inside?
justice for Mohbad.